You know, the reality is they're really good at it. I mean, it feels like the quarterback is wearing a bulletproof vest when you look at him. He's got all that padding on, but, whether they get it, we're going to do our best to try to stop it. And, the quarterback's got and they do a lot of stuff off it, too. They got reverses, they got pop passes, they got stretch plays. They do a lot, so you got to be sound, you got to be disciplined. So we'll do our best in that regard. But if the quarterback carries the ball, we got to give him 11 kisses and just figure out a way to do that. So.
Breece Hall in particular, he's pretty explosive back. What's the key making sure that he stays contained?
You got to go kiss him 11 times. Put 11 helmets on there.
Oh, they heard it. They heard it in Philly. The 11 kisses. Robert Saleh trying not to create bulletin board material, but continuing a theme. And look, Chris said something about this a couple of weeks ago, and he got dragged for it. But the reality is, Peter, with this quarterback push play, you said it yourself in the offseason, it puts the quarterback at risk of being hit because it gives the defense the license to treat him like a running back. There was that play last night where Patrick Mahomes was upset because of how he got hit when he was running the ball. It's like, hey, Pat, that's what happens when you're a running back. There was nothing even remotely questionable about the hit he took because he didn't slide. He fell forward, and he got hit in the head. That's what happens to running backs all the time. So if you're going to deploy your quarterback that way, that risk is there. Saleh opting for a more passive explanation of what the assignment will be, but I guarantee you, in the locker room, in the meeting room, the word that's being used by Saleh is not kiss.
Hey, look, Mike, you know what reminded me of how good the Eagles are on this play last night? Middle of the second quarter, the Kansas City Chiefs have a chip shot field goal for Harrison Butker. And what do? They morph the formation into a brotherly shove play and whatever we're going to call it these days. And they failed on it. And the reason that they failed, I am sure about this, is that Mike Westhoff and Ben Kotwika, the special teams coaches for Denver, I think Westhoff has an assistant head coach designation. But these are the guys who run special teams for Denver. They were ready. And you saw on the replay how they got low and they basically interrupted the momentum of what should have been a 2-yard gain, because that's what they needed. They needed 2 yards. They got about maybe a foot and a half. They really didn't get very much. But after I saw that play, I just kept thinking to myself, everybody knows with the Eagles that it's coming. And they keep succeeding over and over and over again. And I think the biggest key about that, absolute biggest key, is leverage. They get so low in the situation with Jason Kelsey and the 2 guards in particular. They get so low that they can move, even though they might only move guys 12, 14, 18 inches. They can move guys enough for Jalen Hurts to make a first down. I don't know why I really thought of that at that point, but to me, everybody in the NFL, everybody's going to school on what Philadelphia is doing. But as Nick Sirianni so eloquently put it after the game last week, he goes, listen, we have worked on this a lot, and our guys have taken it very seriously of what you have to do to be good at this. And, you got to tip your cap. My personal feeling is that the play does not belong in professional football. But until such time that there's a rule that makes it illegal, go for it. Go for it 5 times a game because you're good at it and they can't stop it.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.